And then obviously the first number one pick is going to be a quarterback. You don't move and trade up all that without taking a quarterback. So that'll be the interesting thing.
So what do you think? Are you thinking Young first overall? Are you thinking Stroud first overall? What do you reckon? Who do you think they go for? Levi's?
Anthony Richardson.
You think
Florida
Richardson?
Quarterback.
You're going to go for him?
I think they'll do something crazy. I think, Bryce Young and CJ Stroud, I've been 1-2 on most people's drafts. I think Carolina are going to do so. Well, it'll be interesting. I think as we get closer, I was saying this to you, and I really hope that they don't let us know. I hope it's not in 2 weeks' time they go, yep, we're going to take CJ Stroud.
I know.
And then you just sat there going, oh, cool. I want to be on draft day like, who are they going to pick? Because that is interesting to me. I want to stay up till 2-3 a.m. in the morning and not know. When you're like 3 weeks in advance going, oh, well, Jadeveon Clowney's number one pick, so who's number two? Kind of spoils it a bit.
It does a bit. It was like when Trevor Lawrence came out. There was no surprise. Everyone knew he was going to be first. I don't like it. I'm sure I've said this before. I don't like them. You know how they've always got the cameras on the players in their homes or in the green room or wherever they're going to be, and they have them who they think is going to be. Or someone's got a phone call. Let's cut to them. I don't like that.
Yeah,
I'd like it to be more like I don't know, like the Oscars. So someone whips it out and says, and the number one overall pick is CJ Stroud, and CJ Stroud's like, no idea. I had no idea it was going to be me, and everyone thought it was going to be him, and giving him the finger, whatever. You know what I mean? That's what I want. I like it when when teams throw a curveball during the draft. I love it when a trade is made at the last second and a team jumps in and everyone's like, who are they going to pick? Why are they jumping up? That's what I love about draft night. I'm like you. I don't like knowing a week in advance who the first three off the board are going to be. There's no suspense. And
like you say, the surprise of it. I always, it used to be Mike Mayock, it's now Daniel Jeremiah, where they would go, who's it going to be? Because you're the draft expert, and 90% of the time, like, oh, this is going to be, the safety from Clemson, and then they, lo and behold, it's the safety from Clemson because they've probably been told that's who's up next. I love when they get that wrong. They're like, oh, I think this is going to be, they're going to go tight end, and then all of a sudden it's like a linebacker, and they're like, whoa, okay. Or the Patriots, for example, it's like, oh, who could the Patriots pick? Oh, they're going to pick this guy that people thought was going to be there in 100 picks, And everyone's like, oh, well, that's interesting. That spruces up.
Yeah, of course. And then you've got the Raiders, who you're like, well, who was the biggest, fastest guy?
Who's the fastest?
Who's the fastest guy at the combine?
How many felons has he got?
And the Jets always do something.
Yeah, what do our fans want? That person. Don't do that.
Yeah, and I like
the opposite.
That's what I like. I like when there's a little bit of intrigue. I like it when there's, I get that people have done so much research and they've got their inklings of who's going to be going where, and they look at what a team needs. And as you say, so the Panthers traded up for the number one spot. We know they're taking a quarterback. That's not a surprise. It's just a question of who's it going to be. So we'll see. It should be quite interesting for that one. And with the Bears moving down to the number 9 spot, obviously because they've done that, people are then going, well, who are the Bears going to take? Now, there's a couple of people saying that they might take an offensive lineman. There's a couple of people saying there was an edge rusher whose name I've completely forgotten that they might be looking at as well, because they've lost a couple of pieces on defense in Chicago. But we know that they're highly unlikely to be looking for a quarterback in Chicago. It's just not going to happen. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the draft. I'm looking forward to seeing what some of these teams are doing. And going back to Carolina, as you mentioned, good for them getting Adam Thielen. Great addition.